Good morning. So the lesson that I am teaching is about regular and irregular shapes. So I'll teach about the first 5 minutes, which I think will take me just up to where I start talking about irregular. This lesson is definitely a vocabulary lesson. So yeah, let me go ahead and get started. Teacher mode. So today we are going to talk about shapes. Shapes are all around us, so it's really important to learn how to work with them. The first step to learning how to work with shapes is to learn how to name them. And we learn how to name our shapes by counting the sides. Depending on the number of sides that a shape has, that tells us what it is. So, if I look at these two shapes that I have, here's one, and here's another. I see that I have 1, 2, 3 sides. That tells me because this shape has 3 sides, this shape is a triangle. If I look at this shape, I also see that it has 1, 2, 3 sides. 3 sides, this shape is a triangle. Now, if we look at both of these triangles next to each other, notice even though they both have 3 sides, they look a little different. What is different about these shapes is the length of their sides. If I take this triangle and I take my ruler and I measure the length of each side, you'll see this side is 10 centimeters. This side is also 10 centimeters. Then, if we measure the last side, it is also 10 centimeters. See what I'm picking up right there? So each side is of equal length. When we see a shape whose sides have all equal lengths, we call this shape, or this triangle, it's a regular triangle. So why don't you say that with me? Everybody say regular. Regular, that's right. This is a regular triangle. Now I said something that was a little confusing. This is still a triangle. Because it has its 3 sides, it is going to be a triangle. But because each side is of equal lengths, that makes it a regular triangle. So remember, a regular shape is a shape whose sides have equal length. Now I'm going to ask you to repeat that with me, so pay attention. So what we're going to say is we're going to say regular sides, regular sides have equal length. So let's say that together. Regular sides have equal length. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to give each of you an index card. And on that card, I want you to write the word regular, just like I have here. And on the back of your card, you are going to write a sentence using the word regular. Now keep in mind, sometimes when we're not talking about math, we can use regular to describe all different kinds of things. We can say, oh no, I just want a regular hamburger, and it might mean that you don't want cheese on it. Or you might say, oh, I want my ice cream, but I want it the regular way. Regular means different things to different people when you're using it outside of math. But when we are talking about a shape that is regular, we are talking about one thing and one thing only. We are talking about a shape whose sides are equal length. That is our math definition. So what the sentence is that we're going to write on the back of our index cards, we're going to be using the math definition. Exactly. We are not going to be using the definition that we might use when we're at home or in a different place. Now keep in mind, if you want, you can absolutely use the math definition anywhere. But we are going to write sentences using our math definition of the word regular. Okay, everybody's cards, go ahead and take a second to write your sentence. You will have 1 minute to write your sentence.